breakthrough begins with the freedom to think differently. In Sweden, research is powered by curiosity, collaboration, and trust. In one of the world's most innovative countries, researchers have the freedom to explore new possibilities. Here, innovation is not only encouraged, it's empowered. With strong academic freedom and the right to own their discoveries, every researcher has the opportunity to reach their full potential. Sweden is among Europe's leading investors in research and development, creating an environment where bold ideas can turn into real-world impact. From pioneering AI and life science to advanced materials and technologies driving the green transition, Sweden is home to world-leading research. Here, science crosses borders and disciplines, shaping solutions for tomorrow's challenges. Experience a work culture built on equality and openness, where new perspectives and breakthrough thinking is encouraged. And embrace a strong work-life balance that creates space not only to succeed in your career, but to thrive beyond it.
I think that the research environment I'm part of here is much more interdisciplinary. You basically have more of an overview as to other activities as well, but you also get ideas. You also get ideas about what to do differently. And having experts in another field that you can talk to is also really important in terms of developing new research methodologies. Looking at the same problem, but from different perspectives, essentially. So it just gives you more eyes, but it also helps you develop new methods, new ways of understanding certain areas.
A great reason coming in Sweden for research purposes is to ease the collaboration and cooperation with the colleagues. And these cooperations can be within your division, can be across different divisions within your institution, among the faculties and the departments, can be also across institutions within Sweden located in the different cities and the different locations. As a result, I can define and I can summarize the research environment in Sweden with 4 words: it's generosity, reliability, humility, and the support.
For example, in the spring semester, I teach typically from January to March, but from April, I can go fieldwork and conduct my own research. And that's very different from other universities where researchers are kind of pushed to squeeze their research into the short spring break that they have.
I think I just arrived here. We got a bunch of questionnaires, and they started asking this question: if the chairs were comfortable, if the tables were good enough for us to work, and lots of other questions. For me, that was hilarious. Who on earth would be caring about those kind of small details? Who cares if my chair, is a bit higher or lower? For me, that really meant, okay, they can care about those kind of smaller details because the system works super nice.
I chose to come as a researcher to Sweden because of a unique combination of close industrial collaboration and strong research focus. Swedish universities tend to work really closely with companies when it comes to software engineering research. And that is important because it means that the research here is no more practical, but it translates into real-world impact. And that is really important for me because I want my work to be academically solid, but also practically relevant.
What we say that we are very tight with the public actors here. So I have projects that are ongoing where we are collaborating with the county government here, the regional development authorities, and a lot of energy industries that are around, where again we are creating solutions together. Bringing in the discussion. So it's not like someone is taking the lead, but again, like doing it together and creating this atmosphere. So it's really amazing, the collaboration with our public actors.
I think one of the most important things about integrating into Swedish culture is learning the language. And this is something that I was more or less forced into doing when I first came here because my partner's family simply stopped speaking English to me. And that really put a fire underneath me, and so I participated in one of the free language courses that they hold in all of the communes here in Sweden called Swedish for Immigrants. And the level of Swedish that you get from that is actually pretty high, and I think that most Swedes are even a little bit impressed with how much Swedish that you can speak after completing this program. So if you're trying to find a sense of community here, I would say that learning the language is probably the most important thing that you can do.
My wife and I, we finished the thesis at the same time, so we decided to try some kind of an adventure for a couple of years. And now we're here 6 years after with a couple of kids. And enjoying life in Sweden. I think we had like 1.5 years of parental leave, and during this time you get to stay home, take care of your son, and enjoy a little bit this kind of period of time that just happens like once in a lifetime.
Apart from being a researcher, I'm also a mother of 5 kids. So work-life balance matters to me a lot. And that is another reason which brings me to Sweden, because here the work environment focuses on productivity, but also sustainability. Researchers are encouraged to have a really good, healthy balance of life. And in my opinion, that matters a lot because it leads to long-term creativity and innovation.
We must admit that we've been always a little bit scared of saying we're never gonna come back. We're not sure whether we're going to retire in Spain or we're going to stay here. But I think so far it looks like we're going to stay for quite a while.
Curious about exploring Sweden as your next research destination? EURAXESS is here to support you every step of the way. With 18 EURAXESS centres located across Sweden, from north to south, you have access to local expertise wherever you choose to go. The EURAXESS Sweden portal serves as your gateway to opportunities and information. Here you can discover hundreds of job and funding opportunities, make your CV visible to employers and recruiters, and learn more about what it's like to live and conduct research in Sweden. EURAXESS looks forward to helping you take the next step in your research career in Sweden. Join Sweden, where research shapes the future.